T-Talk, keeping it real with T-Talk with your girl, you know it's so sweet. Respect the game, it's a two-way street. Sipping the tea while keeping it real. On the social media streets, the steam rises high. No judgment here, just honesty inside. Real talk moments under the moonlight. T-Top with your girl, we're keeping it real. Hot topics, cold drinks, that's the deal. In this world of noise, our voices unite. D&D vibes shining, we're taking flight. So grab your cup, let's chat a while. T-Talk with your girl, always in style. For the DMV, she brings the heat. Discuss all the trends, never miss a beat. Keeping it real, we call it like we see. T-Top with your girl, coming back with me. If you're off base, you know we gon' say. Keeping it true, no matter the phrase. T-Top with your girl, we're keeping it real. Hot topics, cold drinks, that's the deal. In this world of noise, our voices unite. DMV vibes shining, we're taking flight. So grab your cup, let's chat a while. T-Talk with your girl, always in style. So raise your cup, let's toast this night. We're T-Talk moments, everything feels
Hey, hey. Where's my voice? Hey, everybody. It is a tea talk with your girl. I don't know where my voice is trying to go to. I've been out there talking to my son, so it's not like uh, she ain't been warmed up today. Ain't like we ain't been warmed up today. Thank you, Regina, for the mic check. Thank you for being here as well. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Let me see who in here today. Let me see. I see Regina, Lady Maud, Soundcheck Annette. Hey, girl. Kim Jones, Green Bass, Cupcake Mamas, D. Herford, CC, Cricket, Ms. BJ, Lovely Ann Wise. Good morning. Grace My TV, Naughty Love Movement. Good morning. Naughty is also a content creator, guys. Thanks for being here because you definitely could be doing something else. Cricket, hey, how you doing? Hey, Sam D, Mama V, Carlotta Passmore, Sandra Green. Hey, y'all. How y'all doing this morning? I sure have missed y'all. I sure have missed y'all. Listen, I was on a mission. I had things to do for my kid and myself, literally. I literally was trying to focus on losing my weight for the wedding, working out. So that's kind of what I was doing. And I have a tendency when I come in here and go live in the evenings. Um, when I come in here and go live in the evenings, if I don't want to do anything else. So working out wasn't going to work. And then by the time I finished working out, then I didn't feel like doing what I needed to. Thank you, Naughty. Thank you. Hey, Ham Sandwich. Welcome up in here. Yeah. I was very thankful that everything worked out the way she wanted. She had a good time and was toasted at the end to the point she was toasted. I said, damn, my son in law might not even get no cooch tonight. She had a good time. Yep, yep, yep. She had a good time. So that's what mattered. Is that my baby girl was happy and her husband was happy, my son in law. I'm so proud to call him my son in law. He's a very good man, a good dad, and she's in love. So and they've been in love. I mean, they've been in love, honey. So about time they tied the knot. So I was happy that they tied the knot. They've been together 7 years and 3 children. They should have probably been married, but okay, they married now. So that's what matters. That's what matters. That's what matters. Days is married now, honey. Days is married now. Yep, yep, yep. They is married now. Mhm. Let me see. Yes, CC, tell them again. Give them some. I got two CCs up in here. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button too. You know, follow me on Facebook. I'm very active over there now. Now I have been active on Facebook because most of that is just writing, texting, photos, maybe some videos here and there. But that's a little different. People be real smart out the mouth on Facebook too, child. I be like, oh, I gotta get up early in the morning for y'all. I gotta get up early in the morning for y'all. Cause I could be a little smart out the mouth too. You know what I'm saying? I could be a little smart out the mouth too. Anyway, wherever you are this morning, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Moving forward, come August 1st, I said that these channels are gonna be I'll be working extra hard because these channels are gonna be separated by reality TV and hot topics. One is gonna be strictly reality TV and one is gonna be hot topics. So I will be back and forth between T Talk with your girl and keeping it real with TTWYG. So make sure you are subscribed to both channels. Make sure you got your notification bells on and all that great stuff, okay? Because that's how we're gonna be doing it moving forward, right? We're gonna uh, break the content into two separate entities so that both channels will be able to be monetized when the time comes again. Okay. And they'll both be free flowing and getting both of them be getting their hours. Now, both of them are going to run in the morning, just like we're doing now, but the content in the evenings will be different. The morning is always going to be just an array of everything. He said, hold up at T Talk. You know that Clarissa is funny. She wish she had those boobies that AI gave her. She wish she had the boobies AI gave her, child. I know she do, because baby, she just in the itty bitty tit committee and a long oblong butt committee. And she swears she got a fatty over there, child. That girl swears she got a fat butt. And I be like, girl, where? Girl, where? But she said that's her hubby, y'all. That's what Clarissa said. I didn't say that crap. Clarissa said that's her hubby. She said she did all she do is work out and then go home to her hubby. That's what she said. I know y'all done seen it by now, because I done seen it about 50, 11 times after she posted it. That gal said all she do is work out and go home to her hubby. That's what she said. Mm-hmm. Clarissa Shields said that. Now, how many of y'all watch Rover and gonna be able to keep up with me in my conversation? Because I got a lot to say. I got a lot to say about the stuff on the internet right now with K Michelle. K Michelle's coming out on the internet. She got a lot to say as well. Okay. How many of y'all watching Roa? Because, baby, I have to say that Roa, Roa has been really good this season. Um, and I used to be one that said, you know, don't bring Shamea back, but who am I to say don't bring somebody back? Because it looked like she coming back. So if she wanna come back and she wanna keep testing her marriage, um, and Cece said I watch. D says she watched. Regina. Okay, good, good, good. I got some people that can talk back to me. What did y'all think about last night's episode? A lot of people are saying Portia was a coward because she walked out of the place, and then Shamea got on that confessional and said that all the ladies left, and then today here's Angela showing a video with all the ladies standing right there with Shamea. They were all with her. Nobody had left. But this the thing. People say Shamea don't lie. Shamea lies all the time. All the time. She lies all the time. All the time. She lie. And then play the victim. And then play the victim. Cece said, did y'all hit that like button? Support, support, subscribe, share the video, share the live and give them the vibe. That's what my girl Mel used to say. Share the live and give them the vibe, okay? Just share the live and give them the vibe. So it was depressing. Shamea is such a Debbie Downer. Oh my goodness. The way you know what was killing me was what's the girl named Kelly? When Kelly was sitting Shamea. Let me know if y'all can hear me. Yeah, y'all can hear me. Yep, y'all can hear me. When she was sitting with Shamea and she was appeasing Shamea, that's what I call that, appeasing. And today I'm gonna show the Shamea fans the difference between a real Porsha fan, because I could be Portia's fan, but I could also tell the truth about Porsha. Okay, I can also tell the truth about Porsha. And last night Porsha was being petty as fuck with her little birthday speech to Phadrea. She really was. But we gonna get there. So the ladies go to the club, and because they had just had that big blow up. Y'all know that, right? They just had that big blow up where Shamea had just said that Portia's mama was trying to talk to her daddy, and Portia said that Shamea's mama fucked her uncle. Okay, that's their stories. And Portia repeated that story to Lauren, and Lauren didn't seem surprised. Lauren didn't seem surprised at all. She was surprised that they was going like that, but she was not surprised about the story. And I wonder how many people paid attention to that. So this is a discussion that Ben had a long time ago. Okay, because Lauren wasn't surprised. And then she said, both of y'all know so much about each other, right? Just like oh, we got to talk about all of it. Watch what happens live. See, I'm great. Go all over the place. Let's stick to the program. The girls went to the club. Michelle seemed like got comfortable, and she says that this she felt like she was a part of the group right around in Scotland. She had gotten comfortable. She sang her song. She serenaded Phadrea, and then Drew came up, and Drew sang to Phadrea, and then all of a sudden Kelly and Shamea, they was back at the ranch, and Kelly said, "Hey, listen, I ain't come here to sit all night. You gonna have to go. You gonna have to get back in the game, girl." Basically, she was telling her, "Bitch, we gotta go. We gotta be a part of this, okay? I want my fucking check." That's what Kelly was saying. I need to go to the party. That's a whole fucking that's a job when they doing all that. So now, if I don't go, I'm not getting paid for that. Oh, thank you, Terry. I missed y'all too. CC said Cynthia the bone carrier and is every bone right on back. Every bone right on back. So now, you know what? Because even though I watched the show, I did talk a little bit about the call, Porsha and Lawrence call, but I think Shamea has made the claim about Miss Diane trying to sleep with her father to others, and they had already gotten back to Porsha. It did. Porsha said that. And this is the thing that people skip over and act like they don't hear and they don't understand what Porsha talking about. Porsha said, my sound is going in and out. Now, why would my thing start messing up? Maybe that's because how I... Let me know how it sound now. Green Bad said they agree with you, CC. They agree with you about it. I believe that she definitely was talking about it. Regina, let me know how I'm sounding. I believe that she definitely had repeated it. Thank you, babe. And that's why Porsha said, I already knew. When she brought it up, like, I already knew you was talking about this. And that's the thing I'm talking about. People keep saying that Porsha is this horrible friend, but Shamea been behind her back, right? Already talking about her and her mama. Already talking about that. So, and all because Miss Diane warned her daughter to be careful of the dog that brings the bone. I have said that to my own children before it was ever on this show because my mama said it to me. My mama said that to me. My grandmama said that to me. When the hell y'all? That's an old goddamn old comparison. That thing is old. Hey, that blind lady. I mean, that thing is old, right? So I don't understand how you feeling. We were getting it in, Queen, and dropped the T, dropped it. Oh yeah, we was having a ball. I had a blast. I'm done now. Your grandmother said that to you. See what I'm saying? Like it's not something new. That Miss Diane didn't make that shit up. Shamea's mother knew exactly what Miss Diane was saying. She knew exactly when Shamea took that to her. She knew exactly what Diane was saying. People that bring you a bone, they will carry your bone. Meaning, if just like Cynthia, somebody said Cynthia was the bone carrier. Cynthia bringing all those bones, she taking them too. She take them back and forth. And that is simply what that means. Be careful of the dog that will bring the bone. Because if she coming to you, then she'll go back to the next person. And let's just all keep it real. Miss Diane was 100% right. Is that why you were so offended? Because she was spot on 100% right. She wasn't wrong anywhere. Where was she wrong at? Did Shamea not go behind her back to those ladies talking about her? So when you was coming to tell her that Kelly said X, Y, and Z, you didn't tell her that you said A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And this is not no Cardi B. And we got to talk about her too. But not in this live. But today we got to talk about Cardi, y'all, because what is going on with Cardi? Is she a magnet for bi men? Because it's given that she might be a magnet for bi men and men that just ain't no good. Yeah, for sure. Yep, 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 yep. For sure, for sure, for sure. Now, that's a black culture saying, right. That blind lady said, my mother said that too. And she also said, watch the one that's doing all the talking. Yep. Hey, Care Bear, welcome in here. That's what I'm saying. All of our mamas done said it, but now when Miss Diane said, people saying that because Miss Diane said that, that warning Shamea going on the TV saying that she tried to sleep with her daddy. Now, what Porsha said was the girl daddy ain't never had no teeth. So unless Miss Sarah was running around talking about how good Gumby feel on her clitoris, I don't know why Miss Diane would have wanted his ass. If the man ain't never had no teeth, Miss Diane don't give off that she gonna settle like that. Now, Shamea mama, she wasn't that great of a looker back then or now. So I'm just saying. From the pictures I seen back then, baby, with her and Miss Diane always looked better than her. Always. Now, Miss Diane did some work with her body, which is all good, but no, 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 no. If Miss Diane, yeah, Miss BJ, she was right. Miss Diane was right. That is why Shamea was so hurt and offended by that. And her mama. Check this out, though. When her mama sit on the screen and was offended by what Diane had said, they both knew at that moment that they were already in the club talking to Shamea, and Shamea was trying to form an alliance with K. Michelle Kelly and a bunch of other people, they said. Okay, so y'all had already done all of that before Diane even said, be careful of the dog that brings the bone. So Miss Diane was nowhere near wrong. K. Michelle has already now revealed that they had a conversation prior to the filming of the show. And that is where she was asking her to be a loyal friend to her daughter, meaning when Shamea goes against Porsha, I need you to stay loyal to Shamea. They had this discussion. So where was Miss Diane wrong at? Where is it at? Where is Miss Diane wrong at? We talking about Miss Diane and what she said right now, not whether Porsha or lie. We talking about, did Shamea warrant saying what she said about Diane just because she said be careful of the dog that brings a bone, especially that we now know that Shamea and her mama was in on trying to build this alliance. So when they were in the club, there was tough king faith to my daughter when you got her against Porsha. Why would the mama do that? Ain't nobody ever came back with no meeting like that about Miss Diane. So when we're gonna talk about these mamas, we gotta call a spade a spade. And that's something that some of y'all don't like to do because you don't like Porsha. But even though I like Porsha, I can call her ass out, and I'm gonna do that in a little bit about that goddamn birthday bullshit with Phadrea, because all Porsha was doing was digging at Shamea. She was deliberately doing what she was doing because her and Porsha ain't never, I mean, her and Phadrea ain't never been that fucking close for her to been doing all that. Now, I'm gonna have to agree with Kelly when she said that. You and Phadrea was not that fucking close. See, so Porsha was being deliberate and she was being petty as fuck, and I loved every second of it. But I'm still gonna call her ass out. You was fucking with Shamea. You was fucking with Shamea. You was fucking with it. But I probably would have did the same shit since the bitch already had talked about my mom. And when I say bitch, I'm talking for Porsha right now, not for me, because Shamea definitely not a bitch to me. I don't dislike her. I just like her character on the show, but I don't really know her off the show to be like, oh, I don't like Shamea. I don't like her character on the show. She's a forever victim. She's forever a victim. But then down the line, I found out that one of the nuts were partials. Oh, I must have missed something. Must have raggedy mouth and run over shoes if they weren't work shoes. Uh, the phrase is warning to be cautious about trusting people who bring you constant drama or rumors. Exactly. That's exactly what that's about. But anyway, they go to the club. Y'all know that. And, all the girls saying Porsha leaves. Then they go back. They show Porsha, Shamea and them, they go to the graveyard with Porsha. Phadrea, because y'all know Phadrea is a mortician, so death don't bother her. It don't bother me either, but I don't want to go in the graveyards. That wouldn't be a. If me and my girls go on a trip, I'm not dragging them to a graveyard. But like I said, she's a mortician, so that was her thing. They in the car on the way there, and for me, it was just like, too much, because fuck you unloading these ladies. These ladies are on a trip and they trying to enjoy themselves. And here you come bringing up the night and then trying to act like you and Porsha went to hell, and that's why you went to hell, because mud was being slung. That's a fucking lie. There was no mud being slung. And this is what I be talking about with Shamea. Shamea is a liar, and I don't like that. Porsha lies too. She do, about petty ass shit. But what I don't like is that the fans act like she's telling the truth when they're looking at the same show that I'm looking at. We all looking at the same show, and we all got to be able to say what's right is right. But I don't get that from the fans. What I get is it's all Porsha's fault. It's all Porsha's fault. And it's not all Porsha's fault. Shamea plays a bigger part in these seasons now. People always want to go back to season 9. I don't do that either, because I believe in growth. Because I can tell you right now, 9 years ago, I'm not the same person that I was 9 years ago. I'm not. I'm not the same person. Like even now, and just me as a woman, I'm not the same person. Normally, by now, like I know my husband only been gone for 1 full year out of this house, but I haven't been with him since 2023. But I'm closed off, and my prayer is to God to keep me closed off. I haven't always been that way. I used to like to flirt and da da da. I don't want to do that right now. I'm at a different place in life. So don't tell me Porsha can't get to a different place in life. If I can do it, why the fuck can't Porsha do it? So y'all want me to keep looking at her from season 9. I can't do that. I look at people from where they are today. There are people who were addicts 9 years ago that are now thriving and doing good in life. Am I supposed to continue to call them a using addict when they're not using no more? Is that what I should do when I see them? No, people change. And for the people whose mindset is saying, oh, Porsha the same person, she not. She's showing you more and more that she's not the same person. But y'all just don't want to see it. Terry says Shamea is a horrible fake friend. What she did to Porsha in front of all the girls in the world was not warranted. I would never. The gloves are off, baby. Yes, the gloves are off, because why for come did you do that? Why did you do that? I had stopped saying that years ago when I first got on it, because somebody else was saying it too. And I said, don't say that shit no more. But yeah, it's crazy to me that people don't see Shamea's bullshit. Whole time in that van was Cynthia, Kelly, Phadrea. She going at them, trying to tell them how this is both of them. This is Porsha. No. We're gonna call a thing a thing. The truth of the matter is, Shamea used PJ to get a conversation started with Porsha, because Porsha had been paying her dust since season 1. And let's call a thing a thing. Season 1. It took her 13 episodes. 13 episodes. Hey, Priscilla Wilson over on Facebook. Thanks for being here. It took her 13 episodes. 13 episodes to even engage with her. Porsha hadn't engaged with her. Porsha said at the reunion, "That's it. We done. It's over. Let's move on. Let's move on." But the first chance she got, she eased her way on in the conversation and then brought up PJ. What does PJ have to do with the show? Why are you bringing up my daughter? What at a table with these women? Why is my daughter a topic? Nobody wants to look at that either. Everybody wants to say that's okay. She just want to know. No, bitch, don't ask me that. That's my daughter. Why are you even questioning me about my decisions about my daughter? That's the first thing. Why are you questioning me? Number two, who the fuck do you think you are to even ask me about my child that we don't share together? Why are you even asking me about my child? Who you think you are? We already done crossed the line and we already not dealing with each other. I was woman enough to allow you to come in my home for the coming back. Everybody went to Porsha's house. Even Shamea wasted the stuff on the floor and laughed. Remember her and Pinky? Like that shit was funny. I allowed you back to my house, but then when you had your party, you said, "Oh, I don't want people here that I don't fool with." But at the same time, and I know that went back to Porsha, but at the same time, you want her child to come over your house. No. Mm-mm. Denise says, every year we all change. I tell my family, how you doing? I'm lost. I'm not 57. This is 58. Step lightly. Right. Everything changes. Everything changes. The things I used to put up with, I don't put up with no more. That's change. Oh, and for you ladies in here that are that are collagen users, which one do you use? Drop it in the chat because I need to get some. Because losing weight, we getting older, the skin start dropping. I can't be having that. I got to look as young as I am when my face is full. So y'all tell me which collagen y'all using in the chat if you're using it, by the way. So yeah, whole thing crazy. Let me see what else I had in here I wanted to talk about with this show. There was the ride. Okay, so then Porsha, she talked to the girls. Shamea did the ride in the car. Porsha talked to the girls, and we can listen to the. I did record this. Shamea did the ride in the car. Let me take myself off of here first. Oh my.
Ever a chance for Porsha and Shamea's makeup? Well, it's gone now. I want to apologize to you for even ruining last night's dinner. Because it started out one way and I didn't think it was going to go there. But it did. And I apologize for that. And I want to give you some context and understanding as to how things are growing and just festering. So it's glorified. So she made a public about Mama. The post went viral and she's already going to do a lot of health stuff. And it was just like, damn. You're talking about my mom and the opportunity.
Stop it right there. Could y'all hear anyway? Black Girl Vitamin Collagen. Could y'all hear that? Because I recorded that off of my phone, so it might have been a little low. And I wonder if that was Shamea in the car. First of all, she was telling them how she wanted to give them a little backstory and how Porsha had did this whole text about her mom last year, and everything just got blown up. And Cynthia asked her a good question, like, I thought we ended all that at the reunion last year. But why are we back here again? Why we back here again? It's not making sense to me when she's asking those, why are we back here? Like, girl, why are we back here again?
We started going back and forth. Post about Mama. The post went viral. She's already going to do a lot of health stuff. And it was just like, damn, you're talking about my mom? And the opportunity presented itself last night because we started going back and forth and we were both slinging mud. And I'm not making excuses for it. And then I said what I...
So when was they both slinging mud? Did I miss something? Because I thought this conversation went like this. You said you didn't want Dennis. You told Dennis you didn't want the kids, PJ at my house or whatever. Porsha acknowledged. Yes, I said that. I don't understand why PJ would be at your house. These are my words, not hers. Why would PJ come to your house? Me and you not cool. Shamea's like, I wouldn't do anything to your daughter or whatever. Porsha's like, well, I'm just saying we're not cool. Why would my daughter come over there? Then she goes in, just like your mom. Was there something that Porsha said? I'm gonna have to go find a damn clip because I don't recall Porsha saying anything before Shamea said something about her mom. Now I could be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I'll call it out. Shamea keep using the word festering. She says the same thing on Watch What Happens Live. What's been festering? Porsha hasn't done anything to her that I saw this season. I'm gonna tell you what was festering. Shamea was mad because Porsha had made up with all the girls but her. And that's why she keeps running with this narrative that all the girls are coming at her because of Porsha, when that's not true. If you watch the show, you know that's not true. Phadrea made a good point. She said that Phadrea said Pinky ate meat. That was a lie. That was a whole lie. She also said something to Angela's daughter. That's not cool. Why are you fucking with people's kids? I don't give a fuck how old my kids is. Don't say no shit to my kids about me. Talking about you nicer than your mother. Bitch, what? What are you talking about? Why are you saying that to my daughter? So you telling my daughter you think I'm mean? When you say you nicer than your mother, oh, no, don't do that. Don't play with my kids. When did Porsha put the tweet out about Shamea's mom? Was it after the reunion or during season 17? It was during season 17, after the episode where Shamea and Cynthia were sitting down and they were talking about her and Porsha's friendship. And she said about Miss Diane posting the text and how she thought her mother was a great friend to Miss Diane, but she did not think Miss Diane was a good friend to her mom. And that's when Porsha came out and said, not too much on my mom, because your mom did something egregious to my mom. And she said that because Shamea was over there telling Cynthia that her mom was the better friend to Shamea's mom. The same thing that she got the people thinking about her is that she was the better friend. And Porsha said, not too much on my mom. That's how that happened. I use collagen peptides made by Top Lux Nutrition. This has 5. Oh, let me screenshot that. I got the Black Girl vitamin one too. But this one I never heard of. How come that comment not showing up over here? On this side. Oh, maybe I gotta get there. Sure. So Shamea started it. I thought that was the timeline. Why is everyone saying differently? Because everyone wants it to be Porsha's fault. Those who are saying it differently they just want it to be Porsha's fault. They don't like Porsha. They like Shamea because they think she's rich. Now you know somebody already went and broke down that man's business to say he only worth about $2 million. I don't know if it's true, but they saying that all that money that y'all count is money to be made, not money that he already made. So I don't know because I ain't counting, but that's what they got on. They got the paperwork over there on the Twitter. But I don't be in nobody's pockets because I really don't want none in mine. But I could lead y'all to the water and y'all could go drink it. It's over there on the Twitter. The boy put it out. He said, Shamea, that's why Shamea need roll. Y'all talking about why she need roll. She don't want it. She need it like the rest of them. I said, wait a minute, what? Yeah, they done broke that man. See, that's why that man didn't want to be on TV. Because he know how this works. So now they over there all in his finances. Because she said her man can buy a basketball team, which we know he can't. Those are billions. Billionaires buy those teams, yeah. No, millionaires don't usually buy those teams because it costs like $1 billion to at least own one of them. So I'm just saying, girl, that was a lot. That was a lot. So let's see. Porsha sat with the other girls. She talked about Shamea. She said it's over for her. She said Shamea hate her and she good on that. And I agree with her. She do hate you, girl. and your mama. And your mama. When she said 3 things about you she missed, she said your sister and your daughter. Definitely not your mama. She hates your mama and you, girl. She hate you and your mama. Clock it. Uh-huh. That's why she said what she said about your mama. But see, what she didn't expect was that you was gonna be prepared for that shit. She didn't know that when one of the girls came and told you, you went and told Diane, and Diane said, well, why she telling you that? She ought to tell you that Sarah done fucked up her brother-in-law. Yeah. That's what she ought to say. But why you ain't send no cease and desist to Porsha? She said you out here laying around. But instead of you sending her a cease and desist, you ain't sending her no cease and desist about her saying you been out here laying around with the manager and the pastor. Then she never said what pastor. But when Andy asked you about it last night, you said you went to your pastor. Why would you go to your pastor and apologize to your pastor? Why would you go to your pastor and apologize to your pastor? Oh, is that to make your husband feel better? Because maybe I don't know, he got, girl, please. Your pastor. When did Porsha say you was with your pastor? Porsha didn't say you was with your pastor. Porsha said a pastor. Now, is you telling us something we don't know? Did you and that pastor? Girl, that's weird to me that you went to your pastor. Who's this? I'm tired of both of them. Girl, you and me both. But you can't equate buying my mom's daycare to my mom. Well, she said she tried to sleep with her dad. She didn't say she slept with her dad. She said your mom tried to sleep with my dad. And then Porsha said, well, your mom slept with your uncle. Okay. I ain't going to say your mother's boy. Y'all know her uncle. That's what she said. And then Shamea went running out in the car because she wasn't expecting that. See, yeah, but Miss Z, that's what we saying now. Porsha didn't start it. Shamea was on the show talking again behind Porsha's back about her mama. And she said, not too much on my mama. If I could find a real tweet, let me see if I can find a tweet. Because then the tweet will make sense. She is talking to her. She is responding. She didn't just go online and be like, oh, no. Let me see. Sometimes you could just, I know I got it, but I'm gonna have to look. No, this 6 days ago. I need the one for, I don't want that. Let me see. This one from this year. Bye. Let me see if I can find that one. Is this it? No, this is the one from wait, I'm just catching up. I'm here in the Bahamas. Yeah, she said, wait, not too much from my mom. So here we go. I told y'all this girl was responding. She didn't just wake up and say, oh, let me go online and fucking talk about Shamea's mama. Didn't happen like that. Didn't happen like that at all. But that's the way she wants y'all to think it happened. And that's the way some of these people keep running around the internet screaming and hollering that Porsha started it. Porsha didn't start shit. Stop talking about this girl's mama. And now that she done went to hell with this girl's mama, that tells me everything I need to know. You always wanted to do this to her mama. You always wanted to do this to her. You wanted to do this to her mama when you was sitting there talking to Cynthia. Because you're mad at her mama for pointing out that you a fucking snake in the grass. And I said what the fuck I said. Yeah, you're mad at her mom because her mom called your fucking numbers out. Watch her ass. Yeah, that's what her mama said. Watch her. What her name is? What her name? Shanita Foster. What she say? Watch her. Yeah, watch her. That's what her mama was saying. Watch her. And with good reason, because look at what she did. She told her she couldn't trust her because she know her mama. Miss Diane already know her mama. So all the people that want to act like Miss Sarah is an angel, she not. That lady full of shit, and I ain't like that lady, and I don't like her. And I don't give a fuck if I don't see enough of her life. She played with all that God stuff. I don't got nothing for that lady. Her and her sister online acting like they holy rollers, and you done already been up in the club. You done already been up in the club trying to build an alliance with your daughter, and now you gonna sit up there and act like you a Bible thumper. Sit your ass down, lady. Sit your ass right down. Because that's exactly what she did. Nakia said, I watched everything, including season 9. Shamea took on Candy's beef, and Porsha told her to stay out of it. Shamea said Phadrea was trying to flirt with her first husband. She's no joke, and she not loyal. I tell people that. That's why I was like, I'm not going to keep going back to season 9 with y'all. Because I already know that girl ain't never been a good friend of Porsha. She came on the show because first of all, she befriended Porsha when she was going through her damn divorce. Let's just talk about that. She befriended Porsha while Porsha was going through that divorce so she could get on roll. She did not know Candy. She came on that show and she knew that Candy had more notoriety than Porsha. Okay. And so she befriended Candy. And that's what happened. And if Candy's supposed to be such her good friend, if Candy's supposed to be such her good friend, and she sang so goddamn good, and all this and everything, why she ain't getting you some music, Shamea? Because I see she got another girl over there with some real talent. She got her over there getting her some music. Why Portia not working with you? Why she? I mean, shit, Candy not working with you. Why Candy don't got you in the studio? Because she thinks just like Portia, your voice is not all that, and I don't think it is either. Sorry, not sorry, and I don't give a damn who get mad about that shit. Last year, Portia probably didn't know that was her because it was auto tuned. How the fuck Portia supposed to know that's her voice? That Portia used to hear her voice all day damn singing little time that they've been singing, and now all of a sudden she got this new voice. How Portia supposed to know that was her? Y'all not even being realistic. Goddamn, what you call them? Don't even. What's that girl name? Clarissa Shields. Her damn shit is so heavily edited you can't understand her ass. You don't know that's her. Now there you go. That's Portia's post. That's Portia's post right there. So now I know I already got smart people over here because I already know y'all. Y'all know. I already know. So y'all tell me this. It says, I'ma just say this. I'm watching a new episode as Shamea Morton. Now don't take it there. Don't imply shit about Diane Williams. What is that if that's not a response? Is that not a response? Is that not a response? I'm just asking y'all. I don't want to be stuck out here. Is I'm the only one that's saying that she responding? Because she responding. I've been keeping it cute, quiet, and you can do and say what you want on me. But hear me when I say wrong road. Talking about, well, your mom thought my mom was a friend, knowing goddamn well what she did to my mom was highly egregious. Don't do it. Keep playing victim and that bullshit. Don't fuck with my mom. This is what Porsha wrote. So if it's not a response, what is it? What is this if this is not a response? What is it? That's a damn response. She was responding to Shamea, sitting there with Cynthia, talking about her mama. But yet, when she got on the fucking van with them, she tried to make these ladies feel like some shit been festering. No, I'm gonna tell you what's festering. What's festering is that everybody's made up with Porsha. K. Michelle, Pinky, the whole damn crew is made up with Porsha. And your ass couldn't take it. You couldn't take it. You couldn't take it. And when she made up with Kelly and they sat there in front of you and did that, that's when you got triggered. And that's why Porsha did that shit to you last night. That's exactly why she did that on the episode last night, because she knows she triggered you. So now she did it again, and it showed. It was all over your face. You were pissed. You were pissed last night. And Porsha knew she was going to piss you off. She knew that. She knew that. Deborah Randall says you are correct at Rain Bass. Kandi and her clique stayed on Porsha then and now. Don Juan is Kandi's pit bull. Shamea needs to let it go. It's old. Well, I tell you what else is going on is K. Michelle. She done made it to the docket today, because K. Michelle has also stepped into the chat offline now. I could tell, like, on the show, she had gotten tired too of Shamea. She was fed up, and she was like, "I'm done with this bullshit." Okay, and so she is now, doing what she do. She tweeting, and I love it. Damn, y'all, K. Michelle blocked one of my channels too. Did I tell y'all that? I said, what I do to K. Michelle? Shell, I must have said something she ain't like. They too sensitive. Porsha be letting motherfuckers come over there and talking big shit to her. She don't never just be like, I'm taking you out of here. Nope. She's sticking through. Phadrea, they blocking people. They too sensitive. Nakia J says she mad because Porsha sees in vet now, and it shows gathering girls in positivity states that Porsha doing her job by anchoring the show. Shamea can't do it. Nope. She thought she was going to take Porsha's spot and be the overall fans' favorite. Nah, she can't do that. Because her husband got money? I know she thought it was. Kandi told her that. Kandi the one told her to go at Porsha. I know she is. Kandi already sit there and said out loud that she told Shamea this, and that. So if you was telling her this, and that, you told her to go at Porsha. I believe you did it. Sorry, Kandi. I'm sorry. I got to call it how I see it. Yeah, I got to call it how I see it. I do. I just have to, because it's the truth. Yeah, Kandi did that shit. Let me see which one of these things I'm going to pull up. Which one of these things will come up first? Why is my damn computer acting janky? Is this the one? I can't even see that, child. I don't think that's the first one I want. Okay, this is the right one. All right, so these are the texts from tweets from K. Michelle. Okay. Oh, is that what it is? Okay, you use Kuwaishi face mask. Candy took Shamea down the wrong road. Well, I think Shamea wanted to go down that wrong road. I feel that Shamea wants to be with the person who has the most clout. That's what I feel. I don't feel like um, it's anything more than that. Shamea wants to be with the person who has the most notoriety, the most clout, because she's trying to blow up. She wants what they got. She wants fame, in my opinion. Anyway, let's read this. K Michelle was on Twitter last night and she says, "Girl, I just watched what was said. This the third interview where she's trying to get ahead of it and start the narrative that I'm jumping ship or switching teams when she knows everything I've dealt with her and what happened. I don't fall in line. I can think for myself. I'm fair. I don't deal with her because of her." Okay. Okay. So she's saying that whatever her and Shamir had going on, uh, then she don't got nothing to do with that. Okay. None. She don't got nothing to do with that. And then she tells Shamir, definitely no advice needed from you on being a friend. Because Andy asked Shamir what um what advice that they could give, Shamir could give all the ladies, and giving advice on how they could be a better friend to her. And K Michelle is saying definitely no advice needed from you on being a friend. Me not messing with you has nothing to do with jumping ship. And you know this. I have the same friends I've had all season. The difference now is I don't have to sit around and defend you all day. Did that narrative now about teams because that's not what's happening. And then she says, reunion, hurry up. Now, K Michelle is with me because I don't see that. Oh, you didn't hear about the tweets? I don't see that they are teaming up on Shamia. That's not what I see. It's not what I see. I see that they're responding to Shamia the same way Porsha responded to Shamia, but yes, she's in the truck with Cynthia, Phadrea, and Kelly trying to tell them that Porsha just went online and attacked her fucking mother. That's not what happened. It's not what happened. So we can't be doing that. Okay. So K Michelle wasn't done though. She wasn't done. She had something else to say. Of course, she said the reunion needs to hurry up. But K Michelle also at this time tags Shamia. She tags Shamia in a post. Says, don't play coward games now. You ain't gonna shift a narrative on me. Your third time trying and speaking on me. You scared about what I might tell. Tell them why I don't mess with you. Does the Waldorf ring a bell? What's the Waldorf? Ain't that a hotel? Hmm. I'm loyal until I'm not. See, you can't play fake victim with me. I know too much. Chill. Hashtag WWHL. Watch what happens live. That's what I'm saying. So what is going on down at the Waldorf? And is this another person coming out accusing Shamir of sleeping around? Because what happened at the Waldorf? Something happened at the Waldorf. What happened down at the Waldorf? And you scared? She's saying you don't want her to start talking, because if she starts talking, she's gonna be able to reveal all the shit that you went back and told them about a plot and a plan. Yeah. And what happened at the Waldorf? What happened at the Waldorf? Because why is she saying that? Something happened down at the Waldorf. That's what K. Michelle said. Not me. I won't dare. It's right here again. I'm loyal until I'm not, she says. Huh? You scared about what I might tell, she says. What can K. Michelle tell? Waldorf and St. Regis is the place to be, if you catch my drift. I know that's right. Did Shamea say she likes to hang at the pool at the Waldorf? She and Angela had their kids there last season. Must be her spot. Baby, listen. Something that happened down at that Waldorf. And K. Michelle knows about it. So I'm not going to be surprised if next season more rocks are going to be turned over about Shamea and this sleeping around or whatever this is. I told y'all before that this is the most single girl I ever seen that's married. Okay? The most single girl I've ever seen. Angela said even Candy fell back. If Candy had any sense, she would fall all the way back because she been talking about you to K. Michelle. Trust me, she was. That girl ain't making all that up. That gal ain't make all that up. I don't think so. Nope. I don't think so. I don't think she made it all up, y'all. I just don't. But at any rate, that's what I got for them this morning, child. Now I need to know, can we talk about this girl, Clarissa Shields? Because when did she get married? Did I miss something while I've been gone? I know I wasn't gone that long. Did Papoose and Clarissa Shields have a secret wedding? Did anybody want to tell me about it? Because I'm trying to figure out when in the hell did Papoose and Clarissa get married? Anybody know? Anybody know when they got married? Oh, Nene and Tamar live at the Waldorf store. What? When Porsha was married to Simon, she stopped the foolery. But look at how Shamea acts as a wife. Girl, she don't act like nobody's wife to me. Now, I don't give a damn what nobody say. That gal do not act like nobody's wife. Sorry, not sorry. No, sir. She do not act like a wife to me. Nope. Wives don't usually walk around. I mean, maybe they do, but if I was a wife, I wouldn't be worrying. And I mean, Porsha was doing that when she was a wife too, but they be out here shaking their ass too much to be somebody's wife. Sorry, not sorry. You don't be doing all that when you're a married woman. A married woman should have some kind of decorum about their goddamn self. Somebody's wife now. When you out here acting like that to me, it's like you still looking. You ain't satisfied. You ain't satisfied with what you got. So you're going to just continue on looking. Continue on looking until you get what you want. But it's a lot of people that keep coming out saying something about this girl, like being, something going on. So I don't know. They say where there's smoke, there's usually a fire. Some goddamn way it come. Listen, the people say usually when there's smoke, it's a fire. That's what the people told me. Usually where there's smoke, there's fire. Y'all ain't never heard that one? That's another one. There's another one. Where there's smoke, there's fire. That's an old one. So I ain't calling you fire, Shamea. I'm saying where there's smoke, there's fire. You and your mama know how to twist the lie. Okay. Now, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I heard people calling Clarissa slow and all that. I don't know if this is a slow moment. I think that she must not have been getting no attention like she wanted because she been working out a lot. She ain't been doing too much. Nobody's really paying attention to her and her friends. And I feel like this was a moment to get the attention back on her. And to promote this fight, because how many people don't know that this was going to go around, right? Anytime she going to put, all I do is train hard, then go home and my hubby papoose, massage my legs and my back. Why is that even a post? Yeah, I talked about that tweet. Did I talk about that? Because I ain't been on here. Oh, did I talk about that? You know what? I talked about it on Facebook, but it was the text. But yes, I did see that. Let me see. I got it somewhere too. And I heard that Porsha ain't take that post down too. Let me go see. I heard Porsha didn't take that post down. That's what I heard. When she talked about Shamea over there sleeping around. Yeah, I did. I talked about it on Facebook too. Y'all make sure y'all follow me over on Facebook. Let me put my link in the chat real quick. Yep. Because I be needing some positive conversation, folks, over there. And shout out to Melissa. I am Miss Missy. She always over there. Yeah, she still got it up. She ain't take the post down. She ain't take the post down at all. And I meant to talk about it anyway, so thank you for bringing it back up. Because Shamea talked about it last night over on Watch What Happens Live. She talked about it last night when Andy asked her about it. I'm going to play those footnotes too. So anyway, back to Clarissa though real quick. When did she get married? Did y'all know she got married? Do she know how stupid she looked? Saying that that's her husband? Because that's stupid to me. That man is not your husband. That's somebody else's husband. And this is why people think you're slow. This is the reason why people think you're slow. This type of behavior. How are you calling somebody else's husband your fucking husband? He ain't proposed to you. He ain't gave you a ring. He ain't gave you nothing that looks like marriage. But yeah, here you are calling this man your hubby. Child, if you don't sit your simple self down somewhere looking like Simple Simon had a pieman, like why would you do that? It ain't making sense. Okay? It ain't making sense. Terry says she is in the streets like she's single. Well, let's check this out right here because she was over there last night. Thank you for bringing that back up because I really did want to talk about it. She was over there last night at Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen. So she's responding to Porsha's tweet. Let's read Porsha's tweet, okay? Let's read it. Porsha tweets, and this is still up, by the way. Porsha hasn't taken this down. She hasn't gotten a cease and desist. None of that, okay? None of that. But Porsha writes, wait, just catching up here in the Bahamas. Yo, I can't believe there are actually people talking about my mother and mentioning my daughter in a negative way. Was this really worth it? Shamea, you took this way too far. You're not innocent while you've got people discussing my mom because of a lie you told on this show. And we're going to discuss it. Keep it between us. Now, let's discuss you. Sleeping with your manager who's married to one of your high school friends, as well as a pastor in Decatur who's 100% on your roster, along with many more. Okay? So Andy asked her about it last night.
I'm assuming you saw Porsha's tweet and you
Oh, hold on.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I saw it. And I felt bad for one, my pastor, because like not y'all trying to get me kicked out the church.
Okay.
Hell, I need all the prayers I can get right now. Can I hold on to that? So I apologized to my pastor.
Okay.
And he said, he understood. They were just like, you're fine. Like, it's fine. It's okay. And, obviously it's bull crap. And I won't engage in it because at this point, where do you go? I mean, we're already going to hell. Like, we can't.
Yes, it's down low.
Yeah, I'm done. I told you, I'm moving on. You got it. You won't.
I'll just pull you over, right? Just because you.
So now you're done and you're moving on. Why didn't you move on all season?
Absolutely.
Why didn't you move on all
it.
season? It's not
and
making
I felt
sense to me.
bad
You should have moved on all season. And when did Porsha say, I got the tweet right here. Where in this tweet does Porsha say you slept with your pastor at your church? Where does it say that? It says sleeping with your manager who's married to one of your high school friends, as well as a pastor in Decatur who's 100% on your roster, along with many more. Where did she say that lady was sleeping with her pastor? She never said it. She never said it. She never said you were sleeping with your pastor. So why would you go to your church and apologize? Why would you even involve your pastor in it? Or is that just some shit you said to Andy? Because why would you go involve your pastor? That lady never said you sleeping with your pastor. She said a pastor in Decatur who's 100% on your roster, along with many more. So why did you make this about your pastor? Is that for Gerald? Because maybe he don't understand that Porsha didn't say your pastor. Maybe you tried to make it like it was your pastor to Gerald. Is that what this is? Is that what you did? Like a cover up to Gerald? You went and said, oh, she's saying our pastor. I mean, like, how did your pastor get in this? Because Porsha didn't put your pastor in it. You did, which tells me, and then the fact that you said, oh, I'm just going to let it go. Why didn't you send her cease and desist like you did Angela? Because from the scene I seen for next week, it's going to say Angela been vindicated with this man, George. It's going to, I'm sorry, Cynthia said it. Drew, I think it was Drew. One of them other people going to say Angela is vindicated. Angela told y'all to keep watching. She told y'all to keep watching while all of y'all saying y'all don't see it for Angela. She told y'all to keep watching. It's Audi says, I'm sick of Shamea, the forever victim. Get the F off my screen. Deborah said, we all know you can throw a Bible and hit 10 passes in Atlanta. I'm just saying. Okay, so why would you go to your pastor and say anything to your pastor? That's ridiculous. So again, this is all just amazing to me that you would send a cease and desist to Angela, but you just gonna let Porsha go. You're gonna say Porsha won. Porsha won. Why didn't you get your lick back? You say you like to get your lick back. Why didn't you get your lick back? You should have got your lick back on Porsha. Oh, wait. Damn. Porsha ain't got shit to lose. Porsha's a single woman. Even if you say she cheated on her husband, she might tell us I sure did. Too late now, they already got a divorce. So why didn't you say something to Porsha? Why don't you send her a cease and desist? Because this right here, if I'm your husband, this right here is gonna fuck with me. You didn't mention the manager either when Andy said something. Why didn't you mention that manager? Did you say you talked to your girlfriend and let her know that this was not true? Don't pay no mind. That's the one you should have said. I talked to my friend, my high school friend, and she knows I would never do that to her. You ain't talk about that one. You ain't talk about the manager. What's going on with that manager? Who is that? Did you go to his wife, your high school friend, and tell her that it's not true? I mean, I'm just asking for myself, but damn, I am wondering all this. If you went to your pastor and the lady did not say no specific pastor, how did you go to your pastor? How? You went to your pastor, but not your friend. Not really good to me. How you go to your pastor, but not your friend, and tell your friend that that's not true? I didn't sleep with your husband. Because your manager, that's a very specific person. You know who your manager is. So why didn't you say, because that is more important to me than a pastor. That's somebody you knew. That's somebody you was friends with at high school. What happened? Why did you go to her and apologize to her and tell her you sorry that came up on the show and it ain't true? Did you do that to her too? Or just your pastor because you knew that she wasn't talking about that pastor? Because I don't understand why Porsha would keep this up here. I don't know why Porsha would keep this up here. She left it right here. She left it right here for the world to see. She did not. She is not backing down. So I'm just saying. Anyway, y'all, I'm gonna keep my eye on their little tweets and stuff and see what's happening. I know I'm gonna try to come back here because I want to talk about Cardi B and this man and his baby mama, honey, because his baby mama been firing off missiles. Okay, she been firing off missiles, and I wants to talk about it. Okay, I wants to talk about it. So we're gonna come back here and talk about it because that is wild to me. Okay. All right. So anyway, listen, y'all go and enjoy y'all afternoon, and I would the morning, the little bit that's left of your morning. I'll see y'all this afternoon. Allegedly, rumor has it the pastors have the coin, not just saying African men. Oh, of course, Nakia. I could Nika, I'm sorry. Trust me, they do. They do. Because they got the mega churches. Listen, I wouldn't be surprised, and I hate to say this about you, sir, but this is what it is. If Jamal Bryant, if it ain't him, I wouldn't be surprised. Because nobody's saying she slept with him now, but because they said Malaysia Pargo it was a lot of them reality stars and girls, the little girls out here running around. They say Jamal got it going on. They say he packing like a stallion. That's what they say. They say Jamal Bryant got it going on, honey. They say he packing like a stallion. So them girls, you know, they be talking. They be talking. They be wanting to try it out. But he got himself a little young tenderoni now. I'm sure she keep his hands full. She said it's not Jamal. Where he at anyway? Is he even in Decatur? Jamal done knocked a lot of them girls down. Oh my God, it's a bee in here. Oh my God. How the fuck a bee get in my room? Oh God. Anyway, y'all, I'm out of here. I'll see y'all when I come back. Peace.
I can tell you're green with envy. And honey, green is not your color.
Just pulled up to the house. Don't feel like getting out. I'ma just lay back and crack this window. I've been doing my best, taking a moment to rest, feeling stressed out. Give it a cut. I put that on cut when it gets hard. I stay on my job like no days off, so you can go home with that low mentality. Jump on jealousy, my bad. 'Cause I've been working all day. Can I catch a break? Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Already got the world on me. Give a pretty brown girl her space. You can keep your bitter. I'ma make a better way. Hey, hey. Better way. Oh, hey. Mom and dad's only daughter.